Aquarius! Happy New Year! This is Gwendolyn of Readings by Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm doing a 2016 January Tarotscope for Aquarius. And I just want to say to everyone, I hope that this new year is a year full of promise, joy, and wishes fulfilled for everyone. And so I'm just going to get straight into the reading. I've pre-shuffled the cards here. So this is January 2016 for Aquarius. Looks like the month opens with a lot of optimism. I'm seeing all the first 5 cards there have a yellow background, which usually means optimism and a sunny disposition. Things kind of just being, yellow and clear. I'm just going to lift this up a little bit because I want to make sure that you can see all the cards. I think those are all in view. So in the first part of the month too, I see you starting off with Page of Wands. So it looks like you've got a lot of optimism about this new year, which is a wonderful way to start the new year. Page of Wands is usually someone who is, he's young and he's optimistic, and pages are full of willingness, and he's just considering life. Wands represent the life force and vitality, and he's looking at the wand and considering, what is this life about, and what do I want this life to be about? He's just ready to go out on some journey. And he's sort of like when you're picking out the staff to go on a hiking trip. He's just considering, is this what I want to bring with me? And so he's full of optimism, vigor, life, vitality, confidence. So you're starting the new year off on a great note, Aquarius. That's just interesting. I'm showing King of Coins and Queen of Coins in reverse. This is a natural couple. Queen of Coins and King of Coins in reverse. They're normally husband and wife, and normally earth signs. So that could be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but the fact that they're in reverse tells me that there's something to do with this couple that you're not seeing eye to eye with, or this could be like a boss and a manager. It could be a couple that you are involved with. I don't see this as necessarily being you, Aquarius, because you're an air sign. You're not an earth sign like this, but there's some way in which one of them is feeling like they need to be defensive or defend territory, or they keep feeling like they get knocked down, and then they're needing to be a survivor, or this could be you in the situation. Because 9 of Wands is showing up in between the two of them, and all these figures are in reverse. There's some sort of conflict going on where maybe do you feel like you're getting in between this other couple, or the queen of the household is fighting with the king of the household, and she feels, you could be fighting over money with your spouse. And is there a way that you're feeling that you are needing to be defensive about it? 9 of Wands is in the upright position. He means the survivor and the person who keeps getting knocked down and getting back up. But because it's in reverse and because it's between these two figures, I'm reading it here as defensiveness. He's often paranoid and wary and feels like he's always on the lookout for someone to cross his boundaries, and he feels like he's just going to get knocked over again. So I'm either seeing this as a couple that's earth signs, or usually the queen and king of coins are people who are in charge of the money. So that could either be people at work who are in charge of the money, or it could be a couple, or it could be you and your spouse squabbling and feeling sort of defensive with one another. That's all possibilities here. But you do have this optimism, which you're naturally seeing the world in, so in general, you see things in an optimistic way at the beginning of the year. But there is something about conflict over money, or who's controlling the money, and potentially feeling caught in between these two people. Towards the middle of the month, you've got 4 of Cups, which this card is always about the world wanting to hand you something that you love and being able to get out of your normal routine in order to receive something new. So in the Three of Cups foreground here, here's the fourth cup here. The figure is just preoccupied with what exists and the current way things are, and he kind of is hidden and focused on just those things. So he's missing this fourth cup that the life and universe wants to hand to him. So I always say when this card appears, look up. Be careful that you're not missing out on, you know, the other beauties and riches and things that want to fill your, things that are going to fill your heart, that life and the universe wants to hand to you. Don't become so self-absorbed or self-preoccupied that you miss out on other things that can come to you that will fill your heart. There's a way in which, you've also got these cards here. There's a way in which you may, this is a card of hope and a card of self-acceptance, a card of just feeling your natural radiance, feeling hopeful and like I'm a star of my own life. I'm fully self-accepting and I just shine just as I am with no, you know, no fancy clothes on or no other assets. You're just a star on your own. Because this is in reverse, it's telling me that you may be feeling not at your utmost, or you may be not accepting something about yourself. It's causing you to doubt your decision making. Chariot is victory. Chariot crosses the line that he sets out for as a finish line. He always achieves his goal. He's victorious and dominating, and he trusts his intuition. And he's good with decision making. He can make decisions on the fly. He knows how to guide his horses to cross that finish line, and he balances his decisions between the white horse of logic and analysis and reason and the black horse of passion and chaos and change. So what this tells me with these three cards positioned the way they are is that because of any doubts of accepting yourself just as you are, it may lead you to having trouble with making decisions, especially in regards to leaving something. There's something that you've been building for a while with your heart, or that you've been putting a lot of your heart into. This could be a job, a lifestyle, a relationship, a home, anything that or a project, anything you've put a lot of your heart into. Eight of Cups means being ready to move on, feeling weary or feeling tired. But because of this doubt that you have of yourself right now, you may not be allowing yourself to make the decision to move on, even though that is what you want to do. That's kind of being held back right now. But there is a new moon on January 9th, and that may be the time when you actually feel ready to move on from the thing. If you're feeling weary about anything or feeling like you're having a hard time, your decision making is being blocked, even though you want to move on, January 9th, you may have a new opportunity. This new moon is reflected in this card as well, and it's a new moon in Capricorn. So consider that in the middle of the month. I get the sense that that's what's happening for you. You're kind of doubting yourself, doubting your decision-making skills, and especially in regards to moving on from something. At the end of the month, we have two cards here that are two cards, Two of Wands and Two of Cups. So Two of Cups is a wonderful card about relationship and attraction and finding your commonalities rather than your differences. And Two of Wands is a card of personal power and spiritual journey, feeling like you have the world in the palm of your hands, feeling like the world is your oyster. If these two cards were upright, it could be that you were going on a spiritual journey with your partner, because these are two cards that are so much about union and about partnership. However, because they are in reverse, I'm seeing that you may feel like you may not necessarily feel supported in your relationship right now. You might be holding on to some grudges there, or there might be a lack of communication. And it may have to be that your spiritual journey, that you go on your own, or that you're not feeling your personal power, that you're feeling discouraged. It's funny, with these cards in reverse here, I'm getting the sense that you're feeling a little bit out of sorts, or that you're not feeling your own personal power, radiance, or hope. And I'm also getting with this card, Emperor in reverse, you're not embracing your own authority. I'm also getting that it's in line with whatever's going on here with this couple or this squabbling about money. It's kind of knocking these down like dominoes, where there's defensiveness, doubt of decision making, and not feeling your own power or authority. Because Emperor is he's the head of an empire, head of an army. He makes the decisions. His word is law. He is the ultimate authority. He's the emperor, you know. So with this being in reverse, I'm seeing, and with personal power, 2 of Wands being in reverse, I'm seeing that you may not be feeling your personal power, especially in regards to relationship. Both these King and Queen and this 2 of Cups in reverse, and then all of these happening where it's defensiveness, lack of decision making, lack of control, and there's a real lack of control there. However, at the end of the month, towards the end, you return to that sunny optimism that you started with, and there's a lot of optimism here. You really, even despite of what might be going on, you have this optimistic view of things, and you return to that at the end of the month. This is the Sun card, and as you can see, there is a happy couple here. There is a sunny view of relationship right now towards the end of the month, and this is sort of like bringing things to the light of day, opening things up, clear communication. This is when people get to express themselves. This is, you know, with stars in reverse here, sun is up right here. So you actually come to this place of radiance. The sun is actually another type of star. So this tells me that you correct whatever you're doubting yourself about in the middle of the month. By the end of the month, you figure it out. And you come to a place of self-acceptance. In both cards, star and sun, the figures are naked. So that's all about self-acceptance. And I do see, you know, what's interesting, star here is by herself, you know, doubting herself because she's in reverse, or not allowing herself to experience her own value, worth, hope, radiance. But by the time it comes around to the end of the month, sun shows up and you're actually with a partner. And this is sort of like you looking into your own mirror image, whether it's yourself as a twin, or as a relationship partner. So you figure it out by the end of the month is what I'm going to say. If you feel like you're losing your power in January, you find it by the end. So that's going to be my reading for you, Aquarius, for January 2016. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope all of you have a wonderful new year. I just want to thank you for watching. Yours in the stars. If you enjoyed the reading, feel free to check out my readings for the other signs, and also feel free to share on any platform, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Yours in the stars.